Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be working on the chat resource that comes bundled with the FiveM server. I'm going to be working on adding some background colors to some various commands, as well as a default background color for the text chat. Each one of these will be able to be set independently or not at all. And as you can see here, we have a couple different colors for different commands. And that's what we're going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing we're going to want to do is open up our server data folder, head over to our resources, and open up our chat resource folder. Go into chat HTML and open up, let's start with our config file and set up our default background color. I'm going to call it BG color. And I'm going to set this as a RGBA. Oops. What is that? RGBA value of 255, 255, 255. And I don't actually want to see the color, so I'm giving the opacity a 0. And this is also going to be a string here, so we need to enclose that in quotation marks. All right. That is all we need to do in the config folder. So let's head over to our app.ts. In the export interface message, line 9, inside there, we're going to add a BG color with the question mark and the colon. And this is going to be a string. In case you're wondering, this question mark before the colon just means that this parameter is optional, that you don't need it. This is a required parameters, and these are optional parameters. All right, so BG color string, that is done. The next thing we need to do is come down to our, here, I'm gonna close these up so it's a little easier to find. So inside of the methods, we have a onMessage method. That's line 227. So in there, under line 229, I'm going to be adding a conditional here for setting the background data or pulling it from the config if it's not set when the message event is triggered. So we're going to do message.bgcolor. Actually, if it's not defined, then the message.bgcolor is actually going to be the config.bgcolor. Like so. Alright, and we are done in the app.ts. Now we need to head over to app.view, and I'm going to bump down to line 14 and add a style equals with curly braces and a background, colon, and then message.bg color. We are done there. In our index.css, we need to come down to the multi-line class, line 126 and 127, and comment those out, because what ends up happening is the colors get about a 4 or 5 pixel indentation here. I'm not sure if that's for some icons or something for future implementation or something, future features like this that goes up here, or if that's for the different chat modes. I'm not sure. I haven't used the different chat modes, but that does get bumped over there. I am saying comment it because I'm not sure if it is necessary, and it, we may find later on that it's better to leave it and make some other changes somewhere else. So I'm just going to comment that out. All right, go ahead and save that. So actually, I'm going to, in the config.ts, I'm actually going to set this to 1 just so that we can see it actually working. So that is set. And this is still set from the intro setup, so need to ensure chat. Now what you'll notice is it says couldn't start resource. That's fine. It's because Webpack is building the resource. It's building the Vue.js application, and that's going to take a little bit. Once it is done building, it will go ahead and start, and then we can check out the chat. While this is happening, let me go ahead and say thank you for checking out this video, and if you find it helpful at all, please leave a like. Any suggestions or anything like that, go ahead and drop it in the comments. I would really appreciate that. Alright, so we have our chat back up. Let's go ahead and test our default chat. We have a white background. Well, that's not very helpful considering there is text in there and we cannot see it because the text is white also. So let's just make it yellow real quick and reload that so we can maybe see something even though it's yellow. This does take a little bit of time, which is kind of annoying. Alright, so there we go. Let's test. Wow, that's so much better. That was a good one. Very smart. But we see that it works, so I can go ahead and just get rid of this altogether. So I'm just going to make it a black with 0 opacity because I don't want a background color for my default chat. I just want it to, you know, be the way it used to be. Alright, so that's all set. Now we got to go in, leave our chat resource, and I'm going to go to my QB folder category and qb-adminmenu, open up the server folder and server.lua. And in here, I'm going to search for, is it add chat, I believe? Send, here we go, add message is what it was. So at line 180, we have the add message function. So when you do staff chat, oops, I guess I should add a message. We have a, well, residual blue background because of the demonstration in the beginning. So you can see our staff chat messages are the default yellow, which is kind of painful. So I'm going to reinsure that while we do this. All right, so back to the qb-adminmenu server.lua. And here we can add that background color by just under color or anywhere inside of this array right here. We can add a BG color equals and then an RGBA color. Again, this is going to be a string, so it will need to be in quotes. And don't forget that comma there. All right, so I'm just going to make this 0, 255, 255, 0.5. All right, so let's go back and reinsure our admin menu and staff chat new test. There we go. We got our blue background color. We can copy this, and here's the send report command or event. We can come in here and let's just change this to that great color. Go ahead and save that. And as we can see right now, report has no background color, just like the default chat right now has no background color. So once we reload the admin menu, we will have the report with that background color. So we can do this on any command by just adding this BG color and then an RGBA value Just remember that it needs to be enclosed in the single or double quotes there. There is another one, which was announce. Same thing. You drop it in there, set the color, and you're done. Now, we do have things like warn, where this is the event. This is the same thing as right here. It's just not laid out the same. So you need to come in here, and it's easier to break these down like this. Every comma, just add a new line. And then oops, break these down like this. And now you can kind of see where this color is going to go. We can drop it in right here. So background color. Here, I'll just actually paste that in right there. And let's change this color to something something not what we have right now. Actually, I think we do have a yellow, but we'll see it. So we are doing the warn command now. So let's go ahead and reload that. Warn me test. I must be player 2. How did I become player 3? Alright. So you can see we have the first one has a background color because there are 2 of these events here. So we would need to go in and do the same thing with this one, but now you can see from that one, we could just put it right here. Again, I'm just going to paste this in, and I'm going to leave this one blue to show the difference between the 2. And there we go. We have different colors for those commands. And again, we have the staffchat has its own, and then just the plain old regular. Well, it's the same as the last one, but it is set separately. So there you go. That's all there is to it. If you have any questions or suggestions for other videos, please leave a comment in the comment area. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.